the first thing my sister said when the officers put handcuffs on me was, "She's the unstable one in this family." She said it so calmly that for a second I almost believed her, not because it was true, because I had heard it for 20 years. My parents had always believed my sister first. When we were children, she could break something, and somehow I would be the one apologizing. When she lied, I was accused of being jealous. When I objected, I was told I was too emotional. By 12, I had stopped trying to win arguments. I started keeping records. I don't remember exactly when the folder began. I remember the feeling, a 12-year-old's realization that if everyone agrees on a story, the truth can become almost irrelevant, so I kept things, notes, receipts, copies of messages, dates. Small details that seemed meaningless at the time. I wasn't planning revenge. I was trying to convince myself that I wasn't imagining things. Years passed. My sister became the golden child everyone protected. I became the difficult one. Then money started disappearing from a family account. My sister said I had taken it. My parents didn't even ask me what happened. They called the police. Standing there in handcuffs, I looked at my mother. She wouldn't meet my eyes. My father kept saying, "Just tell them what you did." I almost laughed, not because anything was funny, because after all those years, the sentence sounded exactly like childhood. "Just admit you're the problem." At the station, the officers separated us. My sister continued talking. She told them I had always been unstable. She described arguments that had never happened. She remembered things differently. And every lie sounded believable because it fit the version of me my family had already created. Then, an officer looked across the table. "Is there anything you have that could help us establish a timeline?" I thought about the folder. For years, I had kept it hidden in the back of a filing cabinet. I had almost thrown it away several times. Instead, I gave them the location. "Open the blue folder," I said. They did. Inside were dates that contradicted my sister's story, a receipt showing where I had been on one of the days she claimed I accessed the account. Messages she had sent me. Copies of documents she'd insisted I had never seen, and one old note from when I was 12. It wasn't evidence of a crime. It was evidence of something smaller, a pattern. The investigator read through everything without saying much. Then she began checking the financial records. The room became quieter. My sister stopped talking. That was the moment I understood something. For 20 years, I had thought being believed was the goal. It wasn't. The goal was having the truth examined without my family deciding the answer first. The investigator eventually told me I was no longer being treated as a suspect. Then she asked my sister to stay. I didn't look at her when the cuffs came off. I didn't feel victorious. I felt tired outside. My parents were waiting. My mother cried. My father kept saying he hadn't known. I believed that he hadn't known everything. I also knew he had chosen to believe my sister without checking. Those were two different truths. Nobody hugged me. Nobody suddenly understood 20 years of damage. And I didn't demand that they did. I went home and put the folder back where it had always been. For most of my life, I thought I was keeping it because I was afraid no one would believe me. Now I understood. I had kept it because somewhere inside me, that 12-year-old girl still believed herself. She had been waiting 20 years for me to do the same.